And their opponents, from south of the Mason-Dixon, at a total combined weight of 512 and 1/4 pounds, Bobby Lee, Ricky James, the NSWA Tag Team Champions, the Outlaws.
On the spot to pimp, and I'm a kid rocking up and down the block. And here they are, folks. The Outlaws, NSWA Tag Team Champions. Ricky James and Bobby Lee. Bunch of fans here in Outlaw t-shirts. High-fiving the champs. Reynolds and Summers were looking to break some hearts, but the Outlaws could be looking to break some necks. A bell getting ready to be rung here, and this one's going to be on the gold.
I have to go be a ring girl. I probably should go get those belts.
You probably should, Kevin Harvey. You wouldn't want them to fall into the hands of the evil Danny Marshall here at ringside.
I'm sure Marshall wouldn't mind getting his hands on the belts.
Marshall going after them. The bell not being rung again. This one's underway. We have no opening bell because Kevin Harvey's a little lazy here tonight. Show a little hustle, Kevin. The Outlaws are definitely showing some hustle as they're trashing the Heartbreakers, Summers and Venom Rick Reynolds. Do-si-do. Big Duck's a do-si-do counter into a double clothesline. Beautiful tag team championships here in the PWF.
WF? What are you talking about?
Excuse me, NSWA. I'm sorry, I've seen these two, Jet Summers and Venom Rick Reynolds, in the PWF. That's where I'm getting that. I apologize to you NSWA fans.
But this is an NSWA event. We don't care about other organizations because our shows are the top.
You're correct there, Kevin Harvey. It's been an exciting affair this far, and the Outlaws are here to make sure it takes it up another level. Here they come. The Heartbreakers aren't watching their backs. Double, triple noggin knocker. And Danny Marshall is laid out on the ground there.
That's right. They are both laid out. The Outlaws have the upper advantage. Venom Rick Reynolds and Jet Summers. Oh, I thought we might have seen a suicide dive there out of Bobby Lee.
So did I there.
He looked like he was itching for it, but decided to keep it inside the ring.
The Heartbreakers caught an eye on him. They could have moved there, and you don't want to take that kind of a chance. Bobby Lee now making fun of the height of Venom Rick Reynolds.
And this crowd is on fire. I hear the chant, though I can't quite make it out.
I can't either, but it's certainly derogatory and certainly pointed at the Heartbreakers. A big Outlaws chant now. Ricky James is on the top rope. Oh, and Bobby Lee just pushed Venom Rick Reynolds all the way back to New Mexico. Heartbreakers certainly don't want to lock up with these big Outlaws. Well, there he goes. This can't end well for Venom Rick Reynolds, but it does somehow. Sliding into a headlock there. Pushed off there. Shoulder tackle. No one moves anywhere.
When you run into Bobby Lee, it's like Bobby Lee's running into you. That much upper body strength.
You're correct there again. A big leg drop after a takedown there. Crowd is certainly behind the Outlaws in this tag team championship matchup.
That's right, the winners. Well, I almost said the winners will lead, but as we know, the title can only change hands on pinfall or submission. Disqualifications and countouts only work to the advantage of the Outlaws, but they are fighting champions who will not take that honky-tonk man-esque way out.
You are correct, sir. Cheap shots here by the Heartbreakers having no effect.
Honky Tonk Man, one of the many superstars to grace the NSWA over the years. Tonight, later on, we do have Dan the Beast Severn and Wildfire Tommy Rich. Both men world-renowned for Dan in both professional wrestling and the shoot fighting world, and Tommy Rich, former
NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
That is
Tommy
right.
Rich, way back in 1982, upsetting Harley Race in a classic matchup. I was there in the building that night, and the crowd just couldn't believe Tommy Rich. As we get a giant
Bobby Lee with a drop kick.
Oh my goodness, folks. Bobby Lee is out to play hard tonight.
I think I took too much Tylenol or something. A drop kick out of Bobby Lee. Something
They're showing
I've never
off here
seen.
tonight. They're dominating these Heartbreakers.
That's
big double X handle off the top rope.
But there's a good reason they are the
Summers,
NSWA
I
tag
don't
champs.
I don't think Summers wants in the ring there. He's going to let Venom Rick Reynolds take all the punishment in this one. Big Mafia kick. That's been outlawed in several states.
Hence the name.
Thank you. Big Irish whip across now by Bobby Lee. Jet Summers just sitting in the apron watching his partner get demolished. Are the tag belts worth a real beating? Apparently not to Jet Summers. To the Outlaws it sure is, as they risk their necks every time they're in the ring. Irish whip now across the ropes. Big punch to the guts. Springboard knee drop by Ricky James.
Into a bulldog. Reynolds was collapsing before he was even hit with a bulldog. Ricky James adding insult to the injury by driving his face into the mat.
You're correct. Reynolds was trying to duck that move when he saw it coming, but didn't have the time. It's still connected.
We still have yet to hear from Jet Summers or to see him in the ring today. Snapmare takeover by Ricky James.
If the Outlaws have their way, we're not gonna see him. We're looking to finish off Venom Vic Reynolds right now. Another springboard coming up. Big boot caught right in the face. James telegraphed that one. Venom Vic's gonna make the tag. Chet Summers is in there. Summers putting the boots to Ricky James now. The fans chanting for the Outlaws to make a comeback. Big punch to the throat there. That isn't legal, ref. Oh, Bobby Lee getting in the ring now. Jet Summers, the big clothesline.
The Heartbreakers still striving to gain that NSWA Tag Team Gold, which is currently, well, I guess technically it's around my waist right now.
It certainly is. It looks good there, Kevin Harvey.
But when it comes to trying to take it away from the Outlaws, I will not put up an argument. That is the job of Jet and Reynolds here tonight.
Oh, and Reynolds just got pushed all the way out of the ring. Stepping directly on his head, choking him on the rope now. The ref saw it at least this time. Oh, throwing a vicious chop is Ricky James, but it's taking both Heartbreakers to subdue him. Now Venom puts the boot right on the throat of Ricky James.
Choking him with the heel of that boot right into the esophagus of the Outlaw.
Danny Marshall with his goofy little hat there over to check on his men. slamming the head into the turnbuckle now. And Jet Summers now choking away on his opponent. Ref breaking that one up. Calling Lee back into the ring. Lee throwing some big punches now. The ref's got to get him out of there, though.
Working over Ricky James in the corner, and now he's finally able to fight his way out of it. Ricky trying to work his way to the corner.
He's fighting there. Front chantry locked on, though, by Jet Summers. Oh, and they're so... He made the tag. He made the tag. Here we go.
Kid didn't see it.
And James now is going to work on Jet Summers, but the ref is in his face. He's trying to explain to him. James not putting up much of an argument. He must have known the referee didn't see him there. There's no use in arguing a referee when you're a veteran like, excuse me, Bobby Lee. You know you're not going to change the ref's mind. Now the Heartbreakers looking to put away Ricky James. Irish whip reverse, though. James gets the sleeper.
Sleeping neck breaker by Outlaw Ricky James.
The crowd is rallying. This is his best chance to make the tag. If he doesn't here, this could be it. He's out of gas. He's looking for the Shell Answer Man, but he's not at home.
Venom Rick Reynolds at the disadvantage now. Well, now I'm about to eat my words. He was further away, but he has made the tag.
Jet Summers made the tag.
Makes the tag to Bobby
Makes
Lee.
the tag. Bobby Lee's in. House of Fire. House of Fire. Big clothesline. There's another. Look at the big body slam on the big man, Jet Summers. Summers slammed on his back. As is his partner, Venom Rick Reynolds. A big Irish whip across. Big back body drop. And one more for Venom Rick Reynolds. Slammed hard on that mat. Summers dumped to the floor by Ricky James. Bobby Lee calling for a big powerbomb. Danny Marshall goes up on the apron. And Lee finally get his hands on Danny Marshall. But look out. Venom has a chair. Oh, he punched him in the gut, though. That ain't gonna happen.
Bobby Lee setting up, it looks like a pile driver on the chair.
Oh, and powder thrown into the eyes. Leaping double arm DDT.
Into the chair.
Oh, and is it over? We have new tag team champions. Taking the belts, fancy boy. We have new tag team champions here in the NSWA. Venom Rick Reynolds and Jet Summers pulling off, but that this is a major upset, folks. The Outlaws go down in defeat. Summers and Venom Vic Reynolds are your new NSWA tag team champions. Can't believe this, folks. I don't know what kind of powder that was, but it was right in the eyes of Bobby Lee, and he's down and hurt. He can't see. We might have to get some paramedics for him, help him to the back. His partner Ricky James is doing so now, using his Outlaws t-shirt to help shield the eyes. This is a grave situation. Crowd is giving their props to the Outlaws.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Northern States Wrestling Alliance Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring first, from Madison Beach, California, weighing 120 pounds, the challenger, Kevin Hall. the Northern States Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion, Lady Victoria.
Lady Victoria now coming to the ring, the champion. Looks like I'll be going solo in this match as Kevin Harvey's headed to the back. Tammy Starr here, the challenger. Here comes the big lockup in this NSWA women's title match. Lady Victoria throwing into a powerful side headlock right there. Referee Jimmy Jacobs trying to check in, making sure it's not a choke, asking if this Tammy Starr wants to give it up. I don't think so, not to a side headlock, not this early in the match, and not for the NSWA women's title. Drop down now. Hip toss takes down Lady Victoria. Big arm drag, right into an arm bar.
Nicked his arm drag so bad.
Now working that arm bar, trying to wear down the women's champion, Lady Victoria, is Tammy Starr, the challenger in this women's contest. Excuse me. Backing her into the corner now. Oh! Big chop. Oh, and another one right to the throat, I believe. That will shut your breathing capacities off. Big Irish whip now. Oh, a big body slam reversed. Couldn't keep her up there. 2 count. Big kick to the stomach now by Lady Victoria and a DDT. Oh, and a butt drop. Dropped her right there. Oh. I can't call this and I can't condone it. But I can watch it all right. Thank you. Yes, go right ahead, ma'am.
They're running around in circles. They're running around.
Big body slam there. There's some guest commentary here by some fans who have taken over my commentary table. Got Kevin Harvey to help fend them off. There's a big choke on Tammy Starr. Tammy Starr is just, she could be out on her feet. Her arms just resting there. Falls back. Oh, elbow right to the top of the head. And a body scissors now. Grabbing her by the hair now. Referee Jimmy Jacobs. Kind of afraid of these two women, probably. They could tear him apart. Again. Oh, and slams her down right on her keister. Uh-oh, I believe I'm going to be joined here by the producer. Lucky me. Look, you better look out, sir. Producer's coming to take over our broadcast area. Hello, producer.
Hello.
Wow, take a look at what we have in the ring. A couple Vixens as we see. Wow, fans. There you go. You know what? I'd like to be on the bottom of that.
Sure would have. Congratulations on your big win earlier in the evening. Now, what's this about a lawsuit you're considering registering against the NSWA?
Well, tonight we have a match scheduled for the Cruiserweight Championship of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance. Actually, you know, I just found out a little bit ago it's going to be a number one contenders match. Jason Cronin is the number one contender, should be the number one contender, and obviously is the greatest cruiserweight in the Northern States Wrestling Alliance. So what's going to happen here tonight there? What's your name again there?
Jimmy Sholin.
Jimmy whatever. Okay. Jimmy whatever. Okay. We'll call you Jimmy the Geek for the time being, okay? Anyways, Jimmy, what's going on right now is that Jason Cronin right now and my lawyers are having a conversation with Arthur Marshall, who is the president of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance. And I got a court injunction. If Jason Cronin is not added to the match for the number one contendership of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance between the match between Suicidio and Twiggy Ramirez, this whole card will be shut down immediately. The fans will not get a refund. Your television show obviously won't get ratings. And obviously, you know, we got many stars on the show here tonight. Obviously, we have Dan the Beast Severn, former National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion of the world. We're former world heavyweight champion here. So obviously, these guys are not going to be taking the liberties of trying to screw my man, because they do have an entire card here to maintain. Tommy Rich is on the card facing Gene Austin in a hardcore match for the NSWA hardcore title. That's what's going on right now.
Well, I still better get paid there, producer. Or you can have me knocking at your door, too. Kevin Harvey's back here. Kevin Harvey, what have you got to say about this matchup here, the Women's Championship match?
Women's Championship, these two women battling it out, and I am sad to say that the producer has joined us here at ringside.
Oh, I have one word for this match here, Jimmy, and it is swing.
The producer rather interested for more reasons than just scouting talent. No.
But I do have a couple questions here for Mr. Kevin Harvey. You know, I'm very sick and tired. Obviously, you heard some of the insults he hurled at me in the ring. Obviously, knowing that he is backed by the officials of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance, has a couple set of the biggest cojones in the entire world as he says what he wants to say whenever he feels like he's got to say it. Not only on this broadcast, but also in the ring as well. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Harvey's a top-rate ring announcer. He's a top-rate commentator. But you know what, Kevin Harvey, I'm going to let you know right now, the streets is not the ring. The streets is not this television program. The streets is not the Northern States Wrestling Alliance. And some of the insults you've laid on me, some of the insults you've laid on Jason Cronin are unacceptable.
Well, producer, you may have to learn to accept them because, as you said, I am backed by the Northern States Wrestling Alliance, and as far as I'm concerned, I am an untouchable.
Well, that was a double underhook pile driver that finished this match off. Winner and still champion is Lady Victoria.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, and still NSWA Women's Champion.
Forgetting the belt is Lady Victoria. There she goes.
NSWA fans, I have two announcements. The first, we have a Chrysler Concorde that is blue, license plate number RLL850. Your lights are on. At this time, we will be taking a 10 to 15 minute intermission. If this is your car, please take this time to turn your lights off. Also, as you look about the gymnasium here, you will see many merchandise tables. Please take this time to visit the merchandise tables, the concession stand, to get some memorabilia to commemorate this event tonight. Also, I know Dan the Beast Severn will be out to sign autographs. I also expect to hear from Wildfire Tommy Rich, the former NWA World Champion. So 10 to 15 minutes, we will have the action back to you in the center of the ring for the NSWA.
And before we turn the camera off, we'd also like to plug another one of our sponsors, the Butt Hut, the finest cigarette prices in town. Yes, people, that was a butt plug. See you later. What is back on? We're back here at the NSWA. All right.
Who is the number one contender to the Northern States Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight Championship?
I'm joined now by the Blitzkrieg Kid himself, Bobby Bambino. George Griffin. Oh, he just left. We'll see if anyone else should join me now. El Suicidio in my book. I am being joined here now by a new colleague, George Griffin, here at the commentary table. George, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing really well tonight, Jimmy. It's great to be back here at NSWA calling the action. I'd like to give my greetings out to Tommy Mack, my former partner for the last NSWA show. We missed it, Tommy Mack.
Tommy Mack suffered a career-ending injury when he ate some pickled eggs that just weren't healthy. Destroying his voice box. Oh, I gotta move the camera. I'm gonna get an evil eye. Hold on.
18 inches less intestines will do that to you, folks. Here comes referee Jimmy Jacobs down to the ring, and there's El Suicidio. El Suicidio has wrestled all over the Ohio area, including the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, including Ohio Wrestling Federation, the promotion that ran one time, and many others around Ohio. He's a high flyer, and believe me, he can go.
There's a mask similar to that of Mascara Sagrada down in the AAA promotion in Mexico. Where the hell you go?
Do you have to stay up there the whole time?
Just for the intros.
And his opponent, from the downward spiral, weighing 213 pounds, accompanied from WIRF's one-step Bob, here is Twiggy
Twiggy Ramirez, a newcomer to the NSWA here tonight.
Not a newcomer to the indie scene around here. He's wrestled all over Michigan and all over the East Coast. Used to work for several different promotions. Big name star here, and he's coming to the ring by Woodstock Bob,
who is, in fact, wearing a special J hat. How about that, folks?
That's the brand name, correct?
That is correct. There's Kevin Harvey, the esteemed ring announcer, carrying a rope.
Save my seat.
And Jimmy's seat is being saved. I would have to say that Twiggy Ramirez is, in fact, one of the beautiful people. Speaking of beautiful people, Adam Pearce shaved his head.
He does share a name with the Marilyn Manson drummer, if I'm correct. Save my seat, save my seat.
Seat being saving. You can sit on my lap.
Don't you have a third name to announce? What is a three-way?
Referee Jimmy Jacobs looking confused, saying...
It's a three-way dipshit.
Saying... Oh my, okay. What's going... Jimmy Jacobs taking the time to check over El Suicidio now. Back checking over Twiggy Ramirez. El Suicidio looks ready for this one, folks. And there goes the bell.
This one's going to be a great high-flying contest. This is for the #1 contendership of the NSWA Cruiserweight title, if I'm correct. Am I?
I think you are, sir.
George, you're a veteran here of the excuse me. Oh, Christ.
NSWA.
Broadcast booth. Letters just throw me off. I'm dyslexic. I have big problems with that.
No, I understand.
I very much apologize to all you fans out there.
Colin elbow tap now. Into the Phil Nelson, into a hammerlock. Suicidio with the advantage. Hammerlock reversed. Into the side headlock. You gotta love those side headlocks, Jimmy, don't you?
Side headlocks are technical masterpieces. You can really wear an opponent down with those. You can poke him with those things on his mask there. Also, Suicidio is quite the flyer. He can take off on you.
Not to take anything away from Twiggy Ramirez, however. He's quite the high flyer himself.
Yes, but I have yet to see him here at NSWA rings. As has anyone since this is his debut in the NSWA. Hey. Big shoulder tackle takedown. Yelling at El Suicidio. Drop down now. Suicidio up. Goes for the hip toss. It's fly. Slide under. Nice reversal to another Irish.
Excellent, excellent.
Lands on his feet there, blocking another hip toss. Ducks the punch. Side headlock takeover, though, reversing the back suplex attempt. into a head scissors.
Nice question and answer session there between the two.
Do what?
What?
Do what?
Between the two.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Back into that side headlock.
The guy with the beer hat now.
In the way of the camera.
He is, folks. Quite frankly, you here at Jump Jack Video just aren't up for that.
That's right. El Suicidio claiming it was an open fist, but we saw it, folks, and we know that was a closed fist.
The Irish whip. You know, you're lucky, George. You're lucky you just showed up now because the producer was here earlier, and I just hate that guy, and I hate his mullet.
Yeah, he does have a mullet, doesn't he? Oh, my. Hangman's neck breaker from the second rope. Punishing maneuver.
He was straddling the second rope. 2 count, no. Twiggy Ramirez is going to have to do more to
so close.
title here. Crowd is definitely behind Ramirez in this matchup. Oh, he tried to block that. Oh, couldn't block the second one, though. Next snap. Connects. Working on that neck there, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Dropkick now to the head. Go for the 2, and Ramirez with a close 3.
George, I'm going to have to ask you the tough question now. Who is your pick? You're a wrestling expert. You play the games, you go to Vegas, you bet your money.
Yep.
Who is going to win this matchup? What are the odds on this one?
Well, I've seen Suicidio's work, and I've seen Twiggy Ramirez's work, and I'm going to have to put my money on Twiggy Ramirez tonight because, frankly, he's doing riding punches right now, and the guy who does riding punches always wins.
Is that a fact? Well, I say whoever does the power bomb gets the pin. And the power bomb was just delivered by El Suicidio there. Suicidio, excuse me?
Suicidio, yes.
I need to brush up on my Españoles. That was an uno and a dos, but no trace there.
Sí, señor. No hablo azucaritas. Es bueno. Going for the cover again. Suicidio can't seem to put him away, even when he hooks that leg. You know, Jimmy, you talk about my credentials, but you didn't mention that I was the NWF WCW champion.
You were at one time?
Yeah, well, I still was, in fact. I never, well, let's just say, relinquished that title.
Well, I am shocked there, George. That's news to me. It really is, but it sure assures me that I have great technical expertise here sitting next to me. Yeah. So when I fumble something up, you can just pick the ball up and run with it.
Oh, that's no problem for me.
Right there.
El Suicidio going.
Holding onto the top rope. That ain't safe. Drops.
Oh, my.
I think he hit him in the nads there.
Now that, my friends, is a punishing maneuver. I wouldn't know about that move because I never wrestled in a ring with ropes, but that looked like it hurt.
2 count and a kick out. That could have put me away right there.
Me too.
Slaps on the deadly chin lock.
You gotta love the rear chin lock, folks. You gotta respect the rear chin lock. Sugar Ramirez now, he's got to get the crowd behind him. He's got to get some support from the fans down here because that's what he needs right now in the rear chin lock. Working that rear chin lock. Punishing hold.
Punching in on it. I think Twiggy's trying to fight it now. Twiggy's coming alive.
Yep, there's that.
Mojo pumping.
There's that crowd reaction I was talking about that he needs.
And when you get Mojo, you know Suicidio is in trouble. This is that weird-looking elbow. Drop kick to the knee, though, takes him down.
Oh, that'll blow out a knee real quick. You're coming off the ropes with all that momentum. You get a drop kick to the knee,
I've never seen that before. That was a knee wrencher.
And something like that happens. Yes. Pushing the referee. Oh, my.
Jacobs won't stand for that, but he'll lay on his back for it.
That's right. I've seen that many a time.
You know Jimmy Jacobs well?
I know of Jimmy Jacobs. Let's put it that. Oh, in fact, he was the one that I, let's just say, got the NWF WCW title from.
Look out here. Oh, here he comes again. It's the producer again.
Oh, my. What are you doing here?
Jimmy,
sitting at ringside. There's
my partner George here.
George.
George Griffin, yes.
George Griffin. Have I met you before, George?
I don't think so. I've seen you before, in the ring, but I wouldn't know anything of you.
If you have no idea who I am, obviously, you've been living under a rock, and of course, probably on the west side of Michigan or some crap like that. But let me tell you something right here. You know, me and Jimmy the Geek here, we've been calling, whatever. Obviously, we have a match right here between Suicidio. Obviously, if you take a look, the man from Mexico, El Bravo de Moro, Mexico. Take a look at this man right here. Very good luchador. Obviously, you know, he's a veteran. Of course, taking on another veteran in Twiggy H. Ramirez, who is a former junior heavyweight champion of the world of the National Wrestling Alliance. I mean, we're seeing some of the best action right here in the Northern States Wrestling Alliance.
You're correct there, sir. This has been a great matchup, going back and forth. Now both men, though, laying down in the middle of the ring on their backs. Jimmy Jacobs, the referee, putting on the count.
Another question, who's the guy with the beer mug on his cap?
That would be Woodstock Bob. And that's all I know about him. Snappy pair of Reeboks, though.
Maybe George knows more about him.
George, what do you know about Woodstock Bob?
I know that he's for Twiggy Ramirez.
You're correct, sir. And Twiggy now fighting back. The big Irish whip off the ropes, drop down by Twiggy. Big drop kick.
Oh, what a beautiful drop kick we saw there, Jimmy the Geek.
I don't have to take this. I do, though. I really do. Big kick to the stomach now, Twiggy Ramirez. Spinning neck breaker. This could be it. 1, 2, no!
I tell you what, very big surprise there. Twiggy with a somersault neck breaker did not take down Suicidio, obviously the legend from Mexico, bringing his skills right here to the Northern States Wrestling Alliance, right here in Jackson, Michigan.
You are correct, sir. Big backdrop reversed. The waist lock now. Going around into a reversal there. Big slam. Twiggy didn't know what he was going for there, but Suicidio sure capitalized. Calling for something. I didn't hear that. Only kicks at Woodstock Bob. Woodstock trying to throw some punches. Some girly looking punches there. 1, 2. 2 count. George, what do you think about those punches?
Punches?
He threw his hand up. Big clothesline. Producer, who do you think is going to win this match? George went with Suicidio earlier. I'm going with Twiggy.
Well, I can tell you who's not going to win the match right now is that punk referee Jimmy Jacobs of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance. He's robbed us on a few occasions as well.
And he's ripping me off right now. Big turnaround, twist, corkscrew, something or other.
I tell you what, that tumbleweed was a little bit rough there on Mr. El Suicidio, and Twiggy Ramirez, he might get the second win that he needs to try to get control of this matchup.
Well, if he's going to win this one, he's going to have to come back right now and hit something big. Because he's been playing catch-up here most of the game. Oh, no. Suicidio rips the eyes there.
Oh, he's calling for it. That's going to be it.
He is calling for it, but a reversal. Oh!
That's it. That's it. Say goodnight.
That's it.
Once Twiggy hits the downward spiral, that's pretty much it.
You are correct, producer. Twiggy Ramirez is now the new #1 contender, not Jason Cronin.
First of all, don't get me started. You see what he did to that punk Blitzkrieg kid in there earlier. Basically took the kid, wiped his face across the mat, and just basically single-handedly tore him up.
I saw the pin, you're correct, but I also saw you attacking the Blitzkrieg kid, distracting the referee. A lot of unfair play going on in that one.
Absolutely not. That'd be a blatant infraction of the rules of the Northern States Wrestling Alliance, and my man would rather lose a match than infract a rule.
That's right. I hate Blitzkrieg. That's true.
Well, you two are the only ones in this building because the fans were solidly behind him, as they were. Twiggy Ramirez, who got the win just now. Okay.
El Suicidio now lying in the ring in defeat at the feet of Jimmy Jacobs. El Suicidio very upset with Jimmy Jacobs. Now, I don't think it was Jimmy Jacobs' fault for the loss.
That's Mexican Sign Language for thanks for reffing my match, and I hope your car gets fixed.
Yes, I think that was. I have no idea what we're talking No.
Well said. That is great, fantastic news for Taco Bell. They got their night manager back.
Oh, yeah? All right. So Suicidio now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Kevin Harvey ready to call the next match.
And the fan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the vacant Northern States Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring first, from Windsor, Ontario, weighing 243 pounds, Larry Destiny.
Crowd favorite Larry Destiny returning now for another matchup. This one is for the title. He just won a match earlier in the evening against Mike Legacy to get a shot here tonight.
I was out here earlier, and I didn't get any respect from any of you people. So I want you to stand up right now and cheer the youngest, hottest commodity in wrestling today. Everybody up! Let's go!
And that Canuck just went bad.
Make me sick! Especially you, fat bastard!
Oh, ripping on the same fans that just cheered him earlier in the night.
The #1 country on this planet!
Yeah, go home, you stupid ice baby.
Couldn't make it here tonight, so they have to call on me, the best talent in the NSWA. Shut up! They have to call on me to take on some guy called Dan Severn. Never heard of him. So bring up the jobber right now. He's only gonna win the belt for all you dumb Americans.
He just called out the beast, Dan Severn.
Well, obviously, you heard Larry Destiny made a strong statement right here in Jackson, Michigan.
Michigan, weighing 265 pounds.
I've got a little bit of fire in my eyes.
Swing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow. I gotta zoom in on this.
Wow. Dan Severn being led to the ring by Fire. Oh my, Fire, former Nitro Girl. Unbelievable, right here in NSWA in Jackson, Michigan. Larry Destiny is not happy about this at all. Jaw-jacking yet again with the fans.